Hey friends, what's up? Hello again from California. Here's the deal about today's video, so there's no misunderstandings, alright, from the get-go. Not giving a fuck does not mean being a selfish asshole, alright? I'm all about kindness and caring, and not giving a fuck, to me personally, means expressing who you really are without any apology and really stepping into your truth. In the way that you live, in the way that you create, in the way that you are as a soul, as a beautiful human being put on this earth. It's about really doing you and not holding back. It's about getting rid of these limiting beliefs of I'm not good enough or I won't be loved if I actually really just am me. Because the world needs you to be yourself and nothing else. And once I got that tattooed into my brain and into my heart and into my soul, and I was able to actually see how I was holding back my entire life and how that kept me from so much. It cost me so much in terms of keeping myself down, in terms of not shining my light, in terms of not feeling fulfilled, in terms of constantly feeling suppressing myself and my feelings and my potentials and everything that's within me that makes me who I am. I've held back in my life a lot. I gave a lot of fucks about coming out with my sexuality. I was in the closet for 13, 14 years. I gave a lot of fucks about my androgynous body, about being a queer woman, about cutting my hair short. I had long hair for most of my life until 2012. I gave a lot of fuck about what other people thought about me. And that's the whole point, is getting to a point where other people's opinions just don't matter anymore. And don't get me wrong, I care a lot about other people in the way that I want to benefit their lives, I want to inspire them, I want to inspire you. I have so much to give, so much love and ideas and creations that I want to leave before I die. And I can only do that by not giving a fuck, essentially. Because I have a vision that we can all live in a shame-free world in which we're free of judgments from others, and in which we are freed of the fears of not being good enough, of not being lovable. A world where we can all express ourselves exactly the way we are. And I'm trying to, I guess, make a little contribution to this vision that I have. Maybe it won't be achieved in my lifetime, but one day, if we all start giving less of a fuck. So how do we do that? You know, being on social media, it's not like I was born to do this. I mean, I was born to do this apparently because I keep doing it and I love doing it. But I mean, I didn't come into this world not giving a fuck about making a video about masturbation that I released the other day, for example. That was something I could have not done a year ago because I gave way too much of a fuck about what would other people think about me talking about masturbation and orgasms and watching porn and using vibrators, you know? Today, I have learned to just not care anymore. So it's a process, right? And with all of this, it's not gonna be from one day to the other, but I want you to become aware and to be more mindful and more conscious as you walk through this, as you walk through life, as you create, as you step more into who you are. I have a friend. She's an amazing woman. She's in her 30s, and you see her and you just, wow, amazing. She's a life coach. She's an amazing soul. However, she has these amazing, beautiful, special, slightly uncommon gifts that she's been carrying around, and she hasn't been brave enough, I want to say, to share them with the world and to tell the world who she really is. And she's so scared of that. She lives in so much fear, and so she keeps holding herself back and back and back, and it eats her up. I can literally see and feel and hear how staying in that closet keeps her small, literally. And this video is a little bit dedicated to her as well, because I really want her to step out of that. I want her to open that closet super wide and start not giving a fuck and tell everybody all these amazing abilities and gifts that she has so that she can share them and change the fucking world. So not giving a fuck really is all about not caring too much what other people think, right? It's about expanding your comfort zone a lot on and off. And you can apply that to any sort of area in your life, really. It's about who you are as a person, about your thoughts and ideas. It's about living your calling and really stepping into, you know, doing the things that you're meant to do on this planet. That's a big one for many people, and they struggle to just really do that, like quitting their job and really opening themselves up to the idea of living their calling, because they're afraid of what other people might think. They're afraid of failing, of not being good enough, all of that. It's also about the way you dress, the way you look, especially on the outside, because gosh, we're afraid of other people judging us with how, you know, with our looks and with our appearance. And you can apply it to generally the way you live, you know, in terms of your lifestyle, in terms of where you want to live. Every area of your life is kind of layered beneath a lot of fucks that we give, kind of. And we need to get rid of that, because we're not here to play small people. We're not. That's not what life is for. Maybe the media and our families and society, they try to tell us that, but that's not what we're here for. So here's a few things that I'd like to pass on to you, maybe that will help you to start caring less about what other people think and to start not giving a fuck. So number one, and this is essential, and this is a process that I'm still in, you know, after all these years. If you want to not give a fuck about what other people think, you have to first get to a place where you really love yourself first, where you accept yourself fully for who you are, for everything that makes up you as a being, as a soul, as a body, and even accept all of those parts that you really don't want to accept, that you actually don't like, and yet love them more, not less. It's about identifying all these limiting beliefs around why you think you're not good enough or why you think you're not lovable, and becoming crystal clear as to how that's holding you back from really expressing who you are. I've come to realize that the more I started loving myself and standing up for myself, the less I started caring about what other people thought about me. And that's the best place to be. Number two, you have to realize that people will always judge you. As much as my vision is to live in a world where people don't judge each other, until we get there, you gotta just accept the fact that people will judge, right? And when they do, when they judge you, when they criticize you, it says more about them than it says anything about you. You might just be mirroring some awesomeness, you know, to them that they haven't accepted yet in themselves. It's not about you, it's all about them. People that love, they don't judge. There's a saying that goes, happy people praise, unhappy people criticize. And I find that so true. You also don't need everybody to like you. You really only need your people to like you. It's another big one. Number three is, you gotta practice not giving a fuck. It doesn't just bam happen, right? So you've gotta recondition yourself, and you gotta start stretching your comfort zones. And that means you gotta put yourself out there. Now, the way that I've been doing it, and that has been an amazing process for me and has really helped me so much to really step into who I really am and express that. It was when I started 6 years ago blogging, when I then started Instagramming, when I then started YouTube and Twitter and all of that. It's when I embraced social media and shared more of who I am. And it's when you put yourself out there for other people to see you, it's when you show yourself to other people and you don't know what they're gonna do with that, with your photos and your words and your videos. That's when you're stretching your comfort zone. That's when you're practicing not giving a fuck. Every time that I press publish, I have no idea how people are gonna receive it. I have to get into a place where I don't care. I have to get into a place where putting itself out there is more important to me than caring about what other people think. Now, when I published that masturbation video the other day, it really wasn't easy. And I said that in the video, I was really stretching my comfort zone. But do you know how it feels right now after having done it and getting really cool feedback? It feels awesome. It feels so good. And I can just feel the expansion that has happened within me by doing just that. And then I can go further and further, and man, it's so exciting. Yeah. Number 4 is, when you're an island, it's easy to feel awkward and separated and weird and different, and it's hard to really stand up for who you are. But if you find your tribe, if you find other people that share, you know, the uniqueness that you have inside of you, or share some of the gifts or ideas, whatever it is, some of the plans or ways of beings, you will feel less lonely and you feel more power together. And I find when you find these tribes, let it be offline in terms of your friends, think about who your friends are. You know, we are essentially the average of the 5 people we spend most of our times with, and think about who these people are. You need people in your life to cheer you on, to support you no matter what. You need people to hold you accountable, that when you say, hey, I really want to grow, I really want to stop giving a fuck about what other people think about me. I want to do this one thing, but I'm scared what other people might think. You need people to push you, to support you. And if you can't find them offline, find them online. I mean, there's so many ways these days to find community. Go out and find people on YouTube and Instagram who are living their truth, who are unapologetically themselves, who inspire you. Find those people. I have them and I follow them, and they keep pushing me, and they help me so much in stepping into my truth and expressing my truth and sharing it. Now, number 5 is that you have to get to a point where you believe in your mission and yourself so much that you can't hold back. I believe that you owe it to the world and to these people out there to share your gifts, to share who you are. And it is a loss for everybody if you don't do that because you care too much what other people think, because you give too much of a fuck. Now, of course, when you put yourself out there, like I said earlier, there will be critics, there will be people that judge you. And I encounter them almost daily. And all other people on social media, they face that. And it's part of the game. And I know people say, oh, you have to build a thick skin and all of that. I don't even think it's about that. It's not about creating an armor or like a protection layer or something. It's really more about loving yourself so hard, believing so hard in your mission and in who you are and what you're here for on this planet in every way, that it just doesn't matter anymore, because you can zoom out and you can look at these people that criticize you or judge you, and you can be like, that's okay. I'm sorry that you feel that way. You can get perspective and realize that what they think says nothing about you. So if you really, really want to be who you really are and meant to be in this lifetime, we only have this one life, If you really want to live the life that fulfills you, that makes you happy, if you really want to make an impact on this world, you have to start not giving a fuck. It has changed my life, and I promise it will change yours. And I'm sending you all the necessary energies that you need to make it happen. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'd love to know in the comment section below, where are you holding back in life? Where are you not showing yourself? Where are you not living your truth? Where are you not creating your truth? Thank you from the heart for watching this. I really, really hope it helps you on your path. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go and do that somewhere. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye. Mwah.